Hey, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Buddha of Destiny Namaste channel. Namaste to you and your family. Thank you very much for joining me. Training Live TV, Singing Vlog 13, Cooking Trend, and everybody that is gonna watch the replay. This is the finishing of healing through the Akashic records. Just give me for a moment. Oh, it's my other phone. Sorry about that. I was using it for karaoke. Karaoke on TikTok with trending. So that was fun. But this is the book Healing Through the Akashic Records Using the Power of Your Sacred Wounds to Discover Your Soul's Perfection. You are entitled to experience the perfection of your own soul. The healing wisdom and guidance found in the Akashic records will enable you to encounter the essence of your divine nature. Hey, Star! I know I heard on the replay. Um, yeah, I'm going through a lot. I'm kind of pissed off, but I'm reading, so I'm trying to like stay humble and shit. Why are you worried about me? What's up? What happened? I heard everyone saying that I was sick or something. No, I'm not sick. I have this thing right here. When I do so many pumps, it blows up. It's natural. I went to a cardiac vascular specialist. Hey, the blood files. So we're reading the Akashic records. I'm finishing, continuing from chapter 9. I'm feeling good, Star. How are you feeling? Cause I know your lungs. How are they doing? Are you doing breath work? Cause that will help expand your lungs. 2 organic green kiwis a day help you with your breathing and also help you with your lungs. It's scientifically proven. Thank you, Star. I appreciate it. But it's hard, like when people talk down about you, yeah, it's hard. Hey, Bombs! Good morning, Bombs! I hope all of you are having a beautiful, wonderful day out there. And I'm going to go ahead and continue reading the book. I only got these little bit of pages left. And then I want to read this book, which will be a next live. It'll be separate because I ordered a lot of books and I'm gonna stop bullshitting around and be about my father's business. It is The Heart of the Akashic Records, a comprehensive guide to the teachings of the pathway prayer process. Okay, so it is The Heart of the Akashic Records Revealed, a comprehensive guide to the teachings of the pathway prayer process by Dr. Linda Howe. So I have this. Now, if you guys know, I read you the very first book, which is this one. Okay, if you want to learn about your Akashic records, the purpose of why you are here, please read this book. Okay, this is how to read the Akashic records, accessing the archive of the soul and its journey. Then on top, it says an amazing, complete, readable, and practical guide for accessing the cosmetic information field traditionally called the Akashic records. All the meditations are in it. It's in the playlist in this one. How to read your Akashic records. Then I got the heart of the Akashic records. Then I'm going to read this one at the end. This is Akashic manifesting, elevate your energy, ignite your dreams. Okay, initiate your dreams. Dr. Linda Howe. Transform your relationship to life. Life. All right, that is the importance of knowing your Akashic records, reading your Akashic records. because there are energy vampires even on YouTube that steal your energy and that come in and take it from you. So you guys gotta be all about this. What's up, Yogi? Friend Yogi there, Jesse Yogi doing burpees in the basement. He's not just about burpees, everybody. He's about well knowledge also. He also has a beautiful book called Miracles. He's reading it at 5 a.m. I try to catch him at 5 a.m. all the time. Today I woke up at 4:30, and I don't know why I woke up at 4:30, but I was getting ready and I got this one ready. Uno, dos, tres, hey! So thank you very much for coming, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. So let's finish reading this book. All right. This is chapter 9, the continuation. Hey! This is the magnificent flow of human life. We take from others and they take from us. We give to others and they give to us. Everyone on the planet is engaged in this great exchange. All of us are actively involved, whether we are consciously aware of our participation or not. It may seem at times like others are brainwashing us or stuffing their eg- egg- um, or stuffing their irregularness mythologists down our throats, or that we are doing the same to them. But this is an energetic impossibility. While the great exchange is underway, there is another powerful law at work, one you can explore in your Akashic records. The law in charge of interconnectedness is that we can only take what is ours, what fits us at the moment. We do not take on anyone else's beliefs unless they fit us and are appropriate for us at the time. We cannot be forced to do anything unless at some level we know that this is our very best option at the time and we accept it. Yes, we may have lifetimes when we are victims, persecuted beyond belief. It is also true that we have lifetimes in which we victimize others. But in order for us to take on the beliefs of another, we have to be in harmony with them. Otherwise, their ideas will not stick to us. By the same token, we can bombard others with our seductive powers of persuasion, and it may appear that they have absorbed our ideas. But if our relationship is not a perfect fit, the glimmer will quickly dull and they will walk. Hold on 1 minute. My phone keeps glitching and I can't read the chat. I don't want to, to miss anyone think I'm being rude. Hey Tim, what's up? What's up? Let me make sure I don't miss anybody. I am finishing the book of reading Healing Through the Akashic Records, and then I'm gonna start reading The Heart of the Akashic Records, but not today. So let's get this done and out of the way. But if our relationship is not a perfect fit, the glimmer will quickly dull and they will walk away. Others cannot hold us hostage, and we cannot hold others hostage. And this is very good news for us all. Having acquired the awareness that we can only adopt and absorb what is in harmony with who we are, we need never worry about being had, conned, or fooled. There is no reason to be over concerned about coercing others. Remember, that we are all individually responsible for our experience, interpret- interpretations, awareness, and coincidence, and consciousness, because we all have the same access to the power of life. This inner is equally available to each and every one of us. This is the ultimate democracy of the spiritual realm. So we now understand that we ourselves determine, consciously or unconsciously, whether a pattern is appropriate for us at any given time. At the same time, we are the ones who determine the ideal moment to release the pattern. No one else can take a pattern from us because we are alone from authority over our innermost self. We are the lords of our own manners. Others may exert tremendous effort to cause us to change our patterns, but no one else has our strength of influence at the core level of being of our being. By the same token, we can bribe others, threaten, ply with kindness, grate with guilt. Oh, the possibilities are endless. But in the final analysis, it is not in our power, not in our sphere of influence, to cause another human being to change patterns. As you examine such efforts in the records, you find that they are actually demeaning, degrading, and insulting. When we take on the task of changing another, with or without the intensity of religious fervor, we are in effect saying that we know what's right for her more than she does. This is never, excuse me a moment. This is never correct. Part of becoming spiritually okay, sorry, hold on. Hey, Sniper! What's up, School Sniper? Hey, child! Good, what's up, child? How you been? Sorry, I don't, haven't been over there. I don't go over to that person's live anymore, cause I don't like drama. I really don't. So I like staying to myself, peace and quiet. And these are all beautiful content creators. They're all peaceful, humble, and it's true. You come here and you go to their lives. They do not uh criticize you. They don't judge you or anything. The other person has talk about no judgment on our panel. We don't judge. Yeah, okay. But it was good seeing you, and I really hope you're doing good out there. Hey, Tamika Davis, what's up? Okay, correct. Part of becoming spiritually mature is becoming aware of and accepting the fact that each of us has the wholeness of divine wisdom within, no exceptions. Our challenge is to see the light in others, to trust them with their own lives, to know the truth about who they are, even when they themselves temporarily forget. And this brings us back to judge not, one of three absolutes of the records, as we see ourselves and others in the light of the Akashic records. We find that indeed we are all equal in that light. We discovered that there is nothing that truly warrants our judgment. All the choices people make are valid. There is no such thing as being off path. All of life is the path. Even detours into madness, fear, and indulge of every kind. More accurately, we are the path, for it is through our very selves that we come to know the reality of the divine presence. And in fact, we are the path along which we transform ourselves through time, expand our awareness to appreciate that we are in this together. We are all traveling companions, and we can trust that life is unfolding through us as us. Even if we do not see evidence of this, trust and know that we will let go of limiting patterns when the time is right. Enslavement and freedom. Both enslavement and freedom are characterized by patterns in our consciousness that we adapt with the intent to improve ourselves. These patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving are chosen because we think they are the very best idea at the time we chose them. Supported by these structures, we eventually grow beyond them. These is, this is the shift point in our relationship with these patterns, where we move from positive support into enslavement. Hey, Angel, light over darkness. What's up? Wonderful to see you. Let me see where I was. Mm, Maybe on that. This is. All right, I lost my place. So let's just start all over. Cause I said, "Hey, Angel." So I lost. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so supported by these structures, we eventually grow beyond them. This is the shift point in our relationship with these patterns, where we move from positive support into enslavement of freedom. In the case of enslavement, we try to make an outdated habit work. When it does not work, then we judge ourselves negatively. This judgment acts like glue, holding the pattern in place. We are stuck with it. Until we make peace with ourselves, it is ours. As we begin to accept to accept responsibility and recognize the ways in which this pattern has benefited us, the tensions of judgment and resistance dissolve, liberating us from the pattern. The big difference between enslavement and freedom is our response. With freedom, we celebrate our accomplishment as we arrive at the supporting edge of a pattern. Honoring the pattern's positive value loosens the energetic hold it previously had, allowing us to release it and move on to the next best pattern we may choose. Patterns themselves are neutral. It is our relationship to them that determines our enslavement or liberation. Negative judgments, resistance, and fear keep us stuck, whereas acceptance, appreciation, and benefit of the doubt guide us into greater states of freedom, governed by the three absolutes: judge not, fear not, and resist not. The Akashic records are an ideal atmosphere for facilitating the freedom we deserve. Our, our, our explorations so far have been focusing on the process of attaining freedom for limiting patterns, moving from enslavement to empower. We addressed our understanding of freedom itself. We discuss the life of patterns and explore the structure of both pattern and enslavement, the pattern of empowerment. We learn some strategies for dissolving and scaffolding of undesirable patterns. Now, I invite you to take a look at some of these issues within your records and observe them from the point of view of your soul. Our freedom from limiting patterns is fundamental to experiencing our relationships with others as a pathway to peace. It enables us to be in the world in a productive and satisfying way. Freedom is vital to our ability and to engage with other people in authentic and powerful relationships, reducing obstacles that interfere with self expression and the joy of living. We are each drops in a wider ocean of humanity. Therefore, our ability to live in harmony within ourselves while in the company of several billion people is essential. And beyond living in harmony lies the opportunity to join the humanity's odyssey, a communal experience. Our personal freedom ensures that we can do both, but be our most authentic ourselves and engage in the world. Our work in the Akashic Records opens all doorways through which we need to pass. Hey, brother Jacob, Dolly, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Okay, so the Akashic Records, what you do, open your records, bring to mind a pattern in your life that you are unhappy about. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to help you see the point at which you choose this pattern. 3. Explore how it works, how it was your best option at the time. Make note of how it has served you when it fulfilled its original function and how it has served you even beyond its original function. Find out from your masters, teachers, and loved ones what you need to do to let it go. If you are unclear about their suggestions, ask for clarity. Stay with it until you are reasonably sure that you can do what they recommend. As you work with this pattern in your records and it begins to dissolve, celebrate your progress. Close your records. Open your records. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to help you examine your relationship with freedom. 2. What do you like about freedom? What do you not like about freedom? 3. Where do you get the idea that it is good for you to be free? 4. Where did you get the idea that it is good for you not to be too free? 5. What are we supposed what or who will support you in being comfortable with your next level of freedom? Close your records, open your records. 1. Ask the masters, teachers, and loved ones to help you see times when you forced your own ideas on others. 2. Ask them to show you times when you enslaved others and why you believe this to be a good idea. Remember that there are countless graduations of enslavement. 3. Ask them to show you times when you adopted the limiting ideas of others. Why was that a fine idea at the time? Hey, what's up? Thank you for them to help you investigate times when you were enslaved by the others and how you were served by the experience. Close your records. Open your records. Ask your masters and teachers, loved ones, to help you see times when you encourage freedom in others. Ask to help you discover times when you went out of your way to encourage freedom in others. 3. Ask them to show you times when you encouraged to be freer than ever before. 4. Ask them to help you see times when others went out of their way to encourage your freedom. 5. Request your masters, teachers, and loved ones to help you prepare for the next step in the expansion of your freedom. Close your records. Part 4. Our sacred wounds as a platform for transcendence and transformation in the world, working with the ascension matrix. Okay, part 4, introduction. We have now traveled the first 2 stages of healing through the Akashic records. We have explored our sacred wounds as points of power in relationship with ourselves. We have crossed the bridge that connects us with the others, shifting into an awareness of our sacred wounds as a pathway of peace. And so now we arrive at a new shore. On that promises the most profound change of all. Here we find the promised land, the land of freedom from our past and freedom to embrace our future in a new world. Like the great explorers our planet centuries ago, we too are voyagers of the interior Tehran. Having arrived at the edge of our own frontier, we are now free to venture forth in peace and with enthusiasm to discover the best of who we are and what life has to offer us. The remarkable stage of our healing journey involves investigating our sacred wounds as a platform for transcendence and transformation in the world. We are in the final stretch. Standing in the clearing of new possibilities, here facing our wounds catapults us into our new way of living. We begin to know what it means to be in the world, but not of it. Our newfound access to inner power makes it possible for us to both transcend and transform while being fully engaged in the world. When we speak of transcendence in the context, hey, commercial time, we refer to rising above or going beyond our human limitations without condemn- uh, condemnation. Condemnation. If it is indeed best for us to do so, we can surpass them. At the same time, we transform through our work in the Akashic records. At this level, we are truly changed. Before we found, before we proceed further, let us list and appreciate our accomplishments. By now, our relationship with our wounds has been radically altered. Wounds that had previously been obstructions to realization of the perfection of our soul have become gateways to the direct experience of our goodness. Wounds that have deemed our awareness of the innermost self have become points of power in our relationship with ourself by daring to walk through the darkness of our pain and the unknown. We have found the light within. It has always been there, By only now can we live in its radiance. Our need to abandon and reject ourselves to be relived and replaced by the regular practice of unconditional self love. This practice enables us to relax, and as we do so, we discover that we can be the person we have always known we are at our core, the innermost self. Now, the means to come forward, and this brings a remarkable level of satisfaction and pleasure to us, to everyone we meet. After establishing a rewarding relationship with ourselves, we turned our difficulties we had in our connections with our people. We discovered that the resentments blocking our path actually opportunities for revealing new levels of love and harmony within ourselves and between us. Surprisingly, we have found that the patterns of restriction and limitations that held us hostage are actually pathways into an awe inspiring dimension of freedom that has become our new home. Here we drop anchor and settle into live a new life. The questions that fuel our progress now are: how can I contribute? How can I serve? What can I bring? How can I be helpful? And our final step of healing through the Akashic records, we will look at how we can live an ascending life. Now that the healing has begun, we want to consider how we can keep growing, developing, and enjoying. Hey, Ruthie, we no longer we no longer have to live lives focused upon strategically avoiding pain and suffering. Those days are over. Now our challenge is learning how to expand our ability to love and be loved. This is our time to explore the joy of living. Explore the time of living. We are now moving toward the light, being led by the light, within hearing the call of the light. There will be times when we have to be back to basics and renew the intensity of the practices we have learned so far, but that is to be expected. We are still human and we can expect to hit some speed bumps, but the general climate of our lives is different. We have a new ground of being. We are anchored and unaware of the light. If we encounter a painful problem, we can use it to propel ourselves forward, upward into the light, rather than using it as a weapon against ourselves. In the promised land of freedom, the question driving our quest becomes: how much love and happiness am I willing to enjoy? Living an ascending life. Having cleaned house, we have become clearer channels of light, ready to explore living an ascending life beyond our woundness. In this section, we will examine the ideal of ascension and get acquainted with an exciting new construct that was revealed to me over time within the Akashic records, the Ascension Matrix. In the next few short chapters, we will consider each component of the matrix to see how it functions independently independently with its matrix mates. We will explore what it means for us to live as ascending beings and how to do this in our everyday lives. Hey, Dan, poor man's Jim. Good morning, sir. Ascension. can be defined as consciousness, fusion with the divine. The truth is that we are already and always one with the. However, we are not always aware of significant steps we will ever take. Evolution of our consciousness is the step of oblivious to our fusion with the divine, being keenly aware of it. Our consciousness of this fusion allows us to naturally transcend, rise above our mortal existence, and live in a dimension of unlimited possibilities. Ascension itself is the consequence of inner alignment. We do not directly cause our ascension through force of will. Focusing on the act itself will not do the job. However, we can activate it by using our sacred wounds to tap into divine power as a pathway of peace and alignment. When we do this, our ascension is assured. Ascension is not a one time event. We do not rise once and forever. It is very much alive as an ongoing state of condition. As an infinite beings, we have potential for infinite ascension as unlimited ability to rise above and go beyond our human condition. Behold, by ever expanding, ever deepening awareness that we are one with the divine presence. Fusion itself is a fascinating process in which substances are brought together, blended, and transformed into a state of union. When particles of varying weights fuse, there is a tremendous release of energy, and the fusion associated with ascension are relatively our relatively dense human selves join with a significantly lighter divine spirit and profound energy is generated. Many of us work in the records are familiar with the manifestation, and this is everyday life. Stepping onto the spiritual path consciously, we enter into new levels of awareness, new dimensions of knowing, and experience new sensitivities, realms of previously unrecognized possibilities are unseen. And is this happens, and as this happens, we have access to expand states of energy. It is common to feel hyper alive, obliviate, wide awake. When in this state, you find yourself living a quickened life, one that accelerates and brings increased clarity. You can see where you are going, and you can see beyond appearance. You can see beyond appearances into what is truly driving the events in your life. Your your perceptions are heightened, and you have tremendously vitally which is released by the fusion process. This vital force propels you forward, it urges you into life. One of the most compelling aspects of present day spirituality is the powerful force released in the fusion process, enables you to move into life fully conscious of your spiritual nature and engaged as an authentic human being. I'm gonna drink some water, y'all. Hey, Frugal Mama! What's up, Frugal Mama? Let me put this so I don't lose my place. What's up, Frugal Mama? I'm finishing healing through the Akashic records. As most of you know, I was reading this, and we all went through the pathway prayers, and it is in a playlist. It's in the playlist for you guys, so you can read the pathway prayers. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, I read this like offline, so I apologize to you guys. I'm gonna continue where I left off from the last live. Um, yeah, last year. I apologize, but I'm getting back into it. I'm getting back into it. You know, I showed y'all the books I'm gonna read next. Hey, Miss Patty. Thank you guys for coming. I really truly appreciate it. Really means a lot to me. Alright, so let's get this done. Our awareness of what is happening gives us greater authority of our direction. Awareness by its natural and awareness by its nature amplifies the energy coursing through us. It fortifies the force and supercharges us. The reason why I smiled there is because where I'm going is called amplified healing. So awareness by nature it amplifies. If you look up 888, it's amplify. And Angel Light Over Darkness 33, right there, she's always accurate. I could tell you right now, she's always accurate. And I get most of her her stuff when she reads her angel numbers, and they are truly legit. It's true. So let's read here. Okay. All right. So awareness by its nature amplifies the energy coursing through us. It fortifies the force and supercharges us. Supercharge. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you where I go is amplified healing. Upstairs is the EE system, which it regenerates your DNA. I had the form. Then I gave it to my mom, put it on her table. Yeah, I had it up here, but I put it on her table. But I showed it to you guys before on previous lives, on Bombs Live, when I did the interview about the EE system. It supercharges your cells. It rewrites your DNA. It supercharges your energy. You're in a positive room. It brings love and light into you. It brings nothing but happiness. And for Christmas, I don't want to travel and spend a lot of money going to Hawaii, going to North Carolina. I already went to North Carolina, and sadly, yeah, I'm glad I took all the videos, everything I took, because it's sad. I'm hurt that where I went, Biltmore Ave, it's all on the water. It's all the businesses, everything is all destroyed. I highly pray for them, and I truly, truly am sorry with the entirety of my heart to all the families in North Carolina that are truly suffering and who lost their lives due to that man-made sea cloud. I will say it on YouTube because it's a man-made sea cloud. It wasn't no hurricane. A hurricane doesn't hover. It doesn't hover over one spot and pour water and pour water. No, it was intentionally done. Do your research and you'll find out. Alexa even said it. So, all right. Let's go back to amplifies. Okay, your awareness by its nature amplifies from the energy coursing through us. It fortifies the force and supercharges us. Ruthie. Okay, so we can channel increasing awareness and energy into those things that uplift and identify us. Without this awareness, we may enjoy the experience but lack authority over the process. It it's as if we're taking this trip in the passenger seat of driving our journey may be delightful but incomplete. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Instead of going for Christmas, like like traveling and stuff, for Christmas, I'm gonna do two overnights. So I'm gonna be there Christmas Eve, Christmas Day for the EE system. I'm gonna go live and show you guys, the EE system where I am for Christmas, and I'm gonna shut down, because that's my time to spend with my mother. We're gonna have the EE supercharged facial, the things that I ordered from the energy enhanced system. That's what it's called. Energy enhanced system. When you go online, it's energy enhanced system. It's the eesystem.com. But let me tell you, it's wonderful, it's beautiful, and it's bringing more clarity to me. It's bringing more light and love, more awareness, and I'm actually beginning to see the true colors of others. And I'm thankful for that because I don't gotta waste no more years of being a true friend to someone who was never true to me. So, back to me. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, Without this awareness, we may enjoy the experience but lack authority over the process. It's as if we're taking this trip and the passenger seat aside instead of driving. Our journey may be delightful but incomplete. We lack first-hand knowledge of the terrain, of the terrain, the route, the pitfalls, and the elegant stretches of the journey. As we not fully comprehend the adventure, when energy is released in in this fusion process, it can seem like a big bang, an explosion that hurls us out of our current level of consciousness into a higher one. This can seem instantaneous, as though we suddenly took a flying leap. If we look deeper, we see that the energy is indeed propelling us outward and onward. But if we could observe the action in slow motion and chart it on a graph, we would see something different. A series of small manageable steps, one following another. The incline would be steep, compromised of a series of a teeny segments. We have constructed an eternal scaffolding, enabling our rise to the next level of consciousness, the ascension matrix. Oh no, yeah, cause see that, cause the sun. The ascension of matrix. Sorry about that. I have my window open. This fusion process is what we experience in ascension. Ascension. With this understanding in place, with this understanding in place, we can address the ascension matrix. We can address the ascension matrix, the subject of the next part of our journey. As I said earlier, focusing on ascending does not cause liftoff. What will activate the ascension experience is our consciousness, engagement with the dynamics of the ascension matrix, established by a mixture of three qualities: gratitude, grace, and generosity. Placing our attention on these components and creating further an inner alignment will activate the matrix so our ancient can commence. The phenomenon of ascension is part of the whole of creation. It is already in place and we do not have to cause it to exist. Our part is to establish right relations with our sacred wounds, align our creation, our focus, and our qualities of the matrix. For this is where we have maximum impact. Each of three dimensions of the matrix its own contribution to the dynamics of the whole. Type Buddha to drop your link, type Buddha. Each of the three dimensions of the matrix makes its own contribution to the dynamics of the whole. The first component is gratitude, which simplifies monotum. The second is grace, the catalyst for the matrix. Generosity is the final piece, and it provides buoyancy, making it easy to rise to the next level. Through the combination of these qualities, the matrix operates to facilitate our progression from our higher level to the next, from our expanded state to another, even greater expansion from glory to glory to glory. Gratitude. Gratitude is the first component of the ascension matrix. It propels us forward by creating monetarium. Here on the earth plane, it is important to move ahead with both feet on the ground. Monetum enables us to do so at a steady pace. Gratitude, the state of thankfulness, is what creates these conditions. When we are grateful, we can recognize the positive value of the people and things around us and appreciate them. Gratitude is widely accepted as a potent antidote to depression, gloomy attitudes, and moods. It is an essential ingredient for sound mental health. It is deceptively simple idea, but not so easy to accomplish, as has been the case throughout this healing process. This aspect is also best approached as a spiritual practice. Feeling gratitude for who we are, where we are, and what we have helped us break through our current level. As a starting point, we remain open to the possibility of what is present and our current reality has come into existence because it can benefit in some way. Willingness to acknowledge this is essential. To activate the state of gratitude is easy, to quite natural to be thankful when we get what we want or when things go our way. It is another matter altogether when it seems like we will never realize our dreams, our hearts have been broken. We lose something or someone we love, or we fail to achieve our goal. Yes, it is possible to achieve gratitude under these conditions. To open to thankfulness, even we are baffled by what is going on. It requires open mindedness. It does not require understanding. There are willingness to be grateful collapses the resistance wedge between our innermost self and the life force force, and this creates an opening through which the light can seep in and our pain can drain away. Gratitude is the result of choice, an act of will. Once we decide to consider the option of being grateful no matter what transpires, we place ourselves in option to receive all the good that can possibly come from a situation. The more we are open to goodness without prescribing exactly how it is how it is to be delivered to us, the more of it we will receive. Even when we are tangled up in disaster and dismay, the moment we muster the willingness to be grateful, we align with all the positive possibilities inherent in these circumstances. As first, it is surprising to discover that the most distressing situation has positivity moving through it. But over time, we realize that gratitude is always present. We only receive. The energy of gratitude gathers, collects, and accelerates. This has a uh, this has a cumulative effect. Monetary compounds. Effect assists us in breaking through our current level to the next best location in the consciousness. The monetary gathering action of gratitude enables us to reach a state of knowing as escape velocity, which is the rate of speed necessary for something to move beyond the influence of gravity. It can also be of us the speed to break through our current level of consciousness. Gratitude gives us the energy we need to move past the gravity of the zone we currently occupy because gratitude gathers, fills, and holds more and more energy. It continually strengthens, supporting us in moving through our internal limitations and restrictions toward our next level of awareness. Even see, even when we are residing in a good place, there is always another, even better place. This is the nature of ongoing ascension. There is wonderful and there is more wonderful. And yes, there is even more wonderful as infinite begins and wait, as infinite beings in an infinite universe. We, as infinite beings in an infinite universe, we have access to infinite states of goodness and a variety of expressions. That's like Goodness of God by C.C. Winans. The only restriction that exists in our is our ability to accept infinite goodness. As we grow into increased happiness, health, love, fun, and the joy of living, it can be hard to accept that there is even more available to us. There is the opportunity of ascending life, to remain in gratitude, to fulfill our escape to philosophy, and to remain open to an ongoing experience of greater goodness. Experiencing gratitude requires a conscious choice. It is not accidentally, nor it is bestowed upon us by some mysterious, not accidental, nor it is bestowed upon us by some mysterious force. The deliberate, deliberately moving toward this stage, deliberately moving toward this state of being is the right use of will. Of course, you want to draw upon all the energetic support and available to you and the final analyst in you responsible for entering into a gratitude. Fortunately, your current location is always the perfect starting place. Begin by returning to a central to begin by returning to a central premise of healing through the Akashic records. Consider that your whole life is a conspiracy on the part of physical world. Thanks, Angel. Much love always. Are you going live tonight, Angel? Thank you. Namaste to you and your family. May you stay blessed always. Thank you very much for coming, Angel. I appreciate it. Please let me know in the chat if you're going live, and then Angel, Training could tell me later, Angel, cause I'm reading. So okay. Here we go. It's I lost my place, y'all. All right, so here we go. I just started this. Okay, so begin by returning to essential promise of healing through the Akashic records. Consider that your whole life is a conspiracy on the part of the physical world to demonstrate to you that you are lovable, that everyone around you is helping you to realize your goodness, and that you and that every event from the mundane details of your day to national affairs is orchestrated to wake you up to the ever present light. Pretend that you are grateful for everything if that's all you can manage now. And start to take note. Ask yourself, if I were grateful, what would I be grateful for? Although the issue is quite serious, it is acceptable to play with the question while knowing that at some time in your soul's journey you will choose to be grateful for everything. You may make that decision today, or you may wait 20 years, or 37, or lifetimes. It's all right. You will do this at the perfect time. You are completely committed to knowing your own soul and its perfection. So relax. You can count on yourself. Gratitude is a natural part of your innermost being, your inner light. That's what you need to initiate your inner light. Stop taking people's shit. Stop listening to others. Be about yourself. Be about yourself. Be thankful for everything you have. Be thankful you woke up today. Be thankful you're able to take a breath of air. Many people cannot breathe. Many people are on oxygen tanks. Many people are fighting for their lives. Many people lost their lives. Asheville, North Carolina, where I was going to move to, is underwater. Exactly where I was going to move is underwater. So, where I'm going to move now to is Tennessee. When I go to support, what do I see? Tennessee on their thing, talking about the 13, people that were gonna come into lights. I already knew that because the governor was trying to pass the bill, and they're going to Gainesboro, and they're going to another part. It's all all the parts of them, and they're saying it's Christianity, but if you want to learn about it, go to MTGV TV. She's talking about it. Okay, so be about your light, be about yourself, be about gratitude, be grateful, and that's the first step you could do. Okay, is to wake up your ever present light that we all have. Yeah, they're saying that it's in uh, Gainsboro, and in James something. The governor approved for them to build. They're tearing down the trees and they're starting to build. They bought over 500 acres of land already. So shit, they're already buying land, and they're gonna have their own little churches. They're gonna have their own community. It's gonna be all about true Americans. Those are the I'll tell you right now. The white supremacy, the Ku Klux Klan, all 13 groups are all going to be over there. Yeah. They're all over. They're in North Carolina, up in the mountains. They're all over. So I was just like, whatever. I turned it off. I'm reading this. They're all over. I don't need to hear about it. Because I decided I'm going to move to Tennessee, Gatlinburg, up in the mountains. I'm going to farm my land. That's where my father took me when I was 15. I'll farm my land. I'm gonna be in the mountains. I'm gonna be to myself. I don't bother nobody. They don't bother me. So it's gonna be the same way. As long as I don't bother them, they don't bother me. So, all right, let's. Okay. Um. All right. So, gratitude is a natural part of your innermost being. It is in your soul's DNA. You have within you a consciousness of gratitude that does not depend on anything outside of yourself. It does not rely upon getting what you want, meeting certain goals, or anyone else behaving in a certain manner. It is a part of your basic makeup as a person, your growth, and your expansion into higher realms are embedded into the code of your soul. The path is within and reveals itself to you as you become ready and willing to proceed. Yeah, they didn't mention Stanton. They're not going Stanton. They're going it's Gainsborough and some James. It's away from the mountains. From what I saw, it's in the city. That's what I saw. Let me sum up this discussion of gratitude to move forward in your life. Direct your attention to gratitude and then let take the reins. There is no need to push yourself ahead or force your circumstances that won't work over the long haul anyway. Focus on being thankful and sincere, and you will travel into the heart of ever expanding goodness. God of Goodness by C.C. Winans. Listen to it. Okay? Akashic Reflections. Open your records. 1. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to reveal to you how you would benefit from developing an attitude of gratitude for all things. 2. Ask them to help you see how you can attain that state of being. Close your records. Open your records. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to enable you to recognize how your personal experience of gratitude would impact the circumstances of your everyday life. Close your records, open your records, ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to assist you in seeing how thankful supports your escape velocity and your ability to move to the next level of consciousness. Close your records, await silently, peacefully, quietly in a corner, and ask that. And just be still, be peace, be quiet, and you will hear it. Close your records. Okay, now open your records. Request that your masters, teachers, and loved ones help you locate that part of yourself that is internally grateful. Close your records. Homework. I invite you to practice being thankful for the reality of who you are and for your life, just the way it is. There are bound to be things about your life that you do not like, but allow yourself to be grateful for them anyway. Just consider the possibility that everything occurring in your world is designed to bring more good your way, to support your awareness of your own divine nature and the divine nature of everyone else. Practicing gratitude is simple. Say thank you to everyone or everything. The results may astonish you. Enjoy the ride. Chapter 11, Grace. We're almost done. We got grace. We got the three rules. We got grace. We got one more. And closing. So I read you guys the opening and closing records so you can do that on your own. You can rewatch and do it on your own. I have a playlist of how you open your records, close your records, and everything. You also have playlists on how to read the Akasha records. Then you have healing through the Akasha records. Next will be the heart of the Akashic records. Okay, grace. The second element in our ascension matrix is grace. Hey, Jorge, thank you, Jorge. You won't regret it, Jorge. The second element in our ascension matrix is grace. Grace functions as the catalyst for our next leap in consciousness. In this section, we will take a closer look at the matrix itself to understand how it operates within us. We explore the properties of grace and its role in the relationship in the we explore excuse me. We explore the properties of the grace and its role in the matrix. Then we investigate our personal relationship with and responsibility to grace, as well as some of the more obvious expressions of grace in our lives. This is very exciting part of our work together because we are closing in on the precise point of power in our matrix. Let's first define matrix. A matrix is a situation or condition within which something new originates or develops. In our case, this something new comes about as a result of the relationship among three distinct categories of energy: grace, gratitude, and generosity. In the Ascension Matrix, grace is the catalyst, and gratitude and generosity are additional, cooperative, active ingredients. If we are baking bread, grace would be the yeast in the recipe causing the other ingredients to interact in a way that would not occur without. However, all three are required to form the matrix. It is their unique interaction that is required to provide for origin the something new. In our case of in our case, the something new is transcendence, rising above our current level of awareness in the form of ascension, our consciousness, fusion with the divine. Grace occupies the center of the matrix. It behaves as any catalyst does. It either initiates or accelerates a reaction without being affected itself. Grace can generate or speed up a change in the properties of two cooperative partners, yet it remains true to its own composition. It has a remarkably stabilizing effect. When grace is added to gratitude and generosity, both are enhanced, and the three come together to establish a new situation. The goal as these three energies interact is to go to excuse me, is to go beyond our current level of consciousness. I'm sorry if you heard the airplane. Of consciousness, transform our relationship with life, and operate in the dimension of freedom from our dictates of the past. By itself, grace is a disposition to be helpful or generous. It is mercy and goodwill. Most commonly, we recognize these as religious ideas because they have been a topic of discussion in religious circles for centuries. Grace is understood as an aspect of divine love and protection that has been bestowed upon humanity out of goodness of divine nature itself. It is a state of being protected or sanctified by God's goodwill, and also a power of energy, force granted by God. Clearly, this religious understanding is in some ways helpful and is certainly familiar to most Westerners. A limitation of the religious slant, however, is the notion that we do not deserve grace. From the perspective of the Akashic records, this idea does not make sense. In the records, we can learn that we can only experience what is resonate with our own consciousness. We recognize grace. It is an essential element of who we are. As with divine nature itself, determining factor in connecting to grace is our level of awareness. Grace is always everywhere, present and available to us. If we are awake to this idea, we can access it. If we are asleep to the presence of grace, we do not have access to do it. It's that simple. As our awareness increases, as we become more familiar with its presence, it may seem that grace itself is expanding. In reality, when we detect grace, we are only becoming aware of what has always existed. Our ideas of divine and its nature are critically, it comes to availing ourselves of grace. If we have perception of divine as compassionate and generous, we will have more access to grace than if we think the divine presence is stingy or mean spirited. Our understanding of divine authority determines our access to its resources. So, have a pure heart, be open minded, and think of the goodness of God. He has always been there for you. He is always there by your side. He is inside of you. The light is inside of you. Our ideas of the divine and its nature are critical when it comes to availing ourselves of grace. If we perceive, if we have a perception of the divine as a compassionate and generous, we will have more access to grace than if we think. So, our understanding of divine authority determines our access to its resources. We are able to grasp or experience the benefits of grace as long as we recognize the reality of it. Again, we are dealing with an infinite internal energy. Wherever we are in our level of awareness, there is always more for us. There is a process with which we can engage for eternity. We have a role to play in our relationship to grace, a responsibility even to allow grace to do what it does best, to be its authentic self. The great possibility inherent in our consciousness awareness of grace is to release unnecessary effort and striving. Because within grace, the light does all the work. We can quit laboring, relying on efforts to bring about our heart's desires. Once we touch into our awareness of grace, we can lay down our tools. Our new position is to be beholders of grace. As we recognize and observe the presence of grace, we expand our awareness of it. Our expanding awareness enhances our ability to receive upon and absorb its qualities. It may appear to us that grace is becoming stronger influence in our lives, but in reality, it has always been potent. We simply waken up to its facts. As beholders of grace, there is very little we need to do. We have no need to try to manage it, no reason to attempt to activate, deactivate any process or state. We can merely detect and identify grace we encounter and allow for the reality that we are the presence of profound quality of love and wisdom. This is the most natural things in the world to absorb with the reverence and perseverance that has been with us throughout time. Once we give ourselves the chance to sit in the presence of grace, we will notice more about its qualities and characteristics. We will be able to discern that it is expansive by nature. It seems to move outward from its own center point, its deepest core. What is obviously missing is an interest container for this exquisite energy. Grace requires a space through which it can flow and expand, and in which it can be held. We humans are that space. Another distinct quality of grace is that it is of the moment, very much in the present. There is no saving it up or stockpiling it for an emergency. It is always fresh and immediate. At the same time, it is all available in the now. The allowness of grace is ours, one moment at a time, compelling us to a new level of authentic presence to the wholeness of creation. Hey, so blessed. I'm just finishing the book. I'm finishing the book up. I'm reading the last three stages, which is grace, gratitude, and generosity. It will be in a playlist. I keep blinking because my contacts are. Oh, my contacts is low. Alright, so let me see. Did I turn the page off? I lost my place. Dun, dun. Alright, here we go. Much as with gratitude, there is a location, a dimension within each and every one of us that is grace itself. Were it not within us, we would never recognize it beyond ourselves. Somewhere inside you, there is an infinite well of grace that is yours, for now and always. As you become open to the possibility and then the probability of its presence within you, you may want to experience with the grace. Go within and call out for your guidance to be led to the part of your innermost self where you can settle, where you can settle where you can settle in and release the experience of beholding grace. One of the ways you will now One of the ways you will know that more grace than ever before is moving through you is a sense of presence of goodness, which is an expression of grace. Feeling good is the clue that you are on the right track. The sense of goodness that there is a righteousness at work no matter what it is happening. It is a doorway to the dimension, the sense that all is well is big hint, the clue. Follow it. The way to truly know that you are in the flow of grace more than ever before is to elevate your emotional resilience. Sensational phenomena, a flush of warmth, a buzzing at the crown of the head may occur, but they are not reliable indicators of progress. They can be fascinating and fun, but distracting, making us miss the point of our spiritual practice. This the point is to become free of limiting patterns, resentments, and other forms of self-centered fears and forward move move toward more actively loving ourselves and others. As people, we want to look for things, signs. We want to look for things, we want to look for signs that we are becoming more understanding, more compassionate, more patient, more kind, less worried, and happier than ever. If these qualities are developing, we know grace is at work. And if you want to know more, go to the Angel Light Over Darkness 33. When you come in, it's the number she reads to you. That's the number she reads to you. And it's legit. Try it out. As you pay close attention to the presence of grace, your relationship to it, and So Blessed is a wonderful channel. Trending Live TV is a wonderful channel. Ruthie This and That and Family and More is a wonderful channel. Everybody's a wonderful channel. As you pay close attention to the presence of grace, your relationship to it, and its impact on you, you will be able to discern how its energy affects the whole of the Matrix. Go watch the movie The Matrix and you will understand why they keep saying Matrix. Why in spiritual books they say Matrix. Why? Because that is in the spirituality realms. The Matrix is like a maze. You know, all the things that are thrown at you in your way when you're focused to go straight, and let's say something's thrown in your way, and then another thing is thrown in your way. That is called the matrix. You gotta like go through it, you know? That's what the matrix is. So we gotta fight through it, go through it, learn about gratitude, learn about generosity, learn about grace, get the three factors, and be thankful. Be thankful for everything, everything, no matter what. No matter what, no matter if life is falling apart. Man, look at me. My engine blew up, and I'm gonna go back to college, which means I'm gonna probably walk all the way, get back on the bus, and go to college, and be with all these crowded people on the bus. I don't know, but I'm gonna go back. I decided that last week. I said, okay, fine, forget it. You know, forget playing games, forget about all this shit. I'm just gonna go finish my one class, graduate, get my degree, and then I'm gonna focus and be all about my father's journey, what he was on, and my father's work. Help people, healing people. That's my goal. So, like I said, watch The Matrix. You'll see. You will see how it operates as a catalyst. Grace quickens the process of gratitude, thereby accelerating monotone feeling. Gratitude is easy and completely natural in the presence of grace. At the same time, grace triggers generosity, which provides liftoff in our matrix. That's another wonderful channel, Dolly, which is Phoenix. Dolly! Dolly Bear. I call her Dolly Bear. Dolly Bear Fireside. That's one of her channels. Dolly Bear Fireside. Then we got Phoenix. Phoenix Firefly. Nali, you could drop on type Buddha, and then you can come in with the other channel type Buddha, and you can type Buddha 2 training. Wake your butt up. Shit, I was on TikTok with you behind, girl. All right, let's see. Um, Grace triggers generosity, which provides liftoff in our matrix. We will look at generosity in greater depth in the next chapter. For now, just know that the act of giving enables to lighten up and rise to new heights. Notice how the three qualities work together within you. The ascension matrix is alive within the innermost self. It has always been a part of you, simply waiting for activation. Your willingness to be grateful for both what is and what is not in your life, and your openness to new levels of generosity fuel the matrix. With your developing awareness of grace, you are on your way to transcending your present state and living beyond your old ideas. Perhaps you will discern the moment of liftoff when you travel from one level of consciousness to another, and you will perceive the interaction within the matrix propelling you forward. Grace has activated the matrix. Gratitude has gathered the power sufficient to establish the escape velocity you need to break through your current boundaries. Generosity has liberated you from burden of inappropriate withholding. Together, she's snoring. Together, they have served you to aid your transcendence from your ordinary state of consciousness into extraordinary realms governed by your consciousness awareness of oneness with divine light. I'm making sure she's not crying in her sleep because they say to gently wake them up. I'm from the UK. Buddha has reached me and I feel her energy. All right. Akashic reflections. If you want to practice this on your own, I'm going to read this to you guys. Okay. This is what I do. I read this to you guys. And and it's all in the playlist. Okay. So after each chapter, this is your homework. I tell you what your homework is for. Okay, open your records. You sit in a quiet place. Say, open your records. Say, I'm opening my records in the will of God. Please protect me through all darkness and through the light. Anything that is not of the light, block it out. All archangels, hierarchy angels, east, west, north, south, please protect me while I go to this. Ascending masters come through. Light workers, loved ones, and elders, please come through and help me understand and fulfill this. Well, not me, because I do understand. Namaste. Okay, close my records. So that's what you say to open your records. Okay. Um, you just say open your records, and you say that you say please open my record. Please. You say your full name, which I will say Buddha of Destiny Namaste, say your full name. How it says on your license, that's how you read it. How people address you, that's how you read it. How you been writing it since you were a little baby, that's how you say it in the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records only knows you as your birth name. If you have legally changed your name, I suggest you open your records using your birth name. But if you change your name, like I did when I was little, I changed my last name. I didn't change my name, my last name, because they did a mistake on my birth certificate. It doesn't matter though. But that's what you do. So you say your full name. You say, please open my records. And then you say, he turns my light into darkness. Please protect me and stay within the light. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to provide you with a direct experience of grace. Close your records when you're done. Wait 30 minutes to an hour, however long it takes you, then close your records. The next question will be open your records. Request the help of your masters, teachers, and loved ones to locate the infinite reserve of grace within you. See, if it was me, I will say everything in the light, please come forward. Archangels, hierarchy archangels, ascending masters, loved ones, elders, Raziel, Metatron, please come forth. Archangel Michael, and I'll read it like this. Open your records. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to provide you with a direct experience of grace. Request the help of your masters, teachers, and loved ones to locate the infinite reservoir of grace within you. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to guide you through the operation and ascension matrix with grace as a catalyst. Then you just wait in silence and be still. And when you get your answer, you close your records. But with each one, those that are new, with each one, you say, then that was one, the first one I read to you. Two, open your records, request the help of masters, teachers, and loved ones to locate the infinite reservoir of grace within you. Okay? The third question, then you wait and then you close your records. Next, you open your records. You ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to guide you through the operation of ascension matrix with grace as a catalyst. Then you wait and then you close your records. Hey, Zazagor, what's up? And then the next one is you open your records. Yes, please type Buddha. Type Buddha, Dolly. Please type Buddha. Okay, open your records. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to enable you to recognize how you can expand your awareness of grace. Close your records. Open your records. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to assist you in learning how your awareness of grace can transform your current life challenge you are facing. Close your records. Homework. Behold the ever present reality of grace within, beyond you, and through you. Enjoy. Next, chapter 12. Oh, more. Alright, we're almost done. I want to finish this book. Generosity. We turn now to the final piece of the ascension matrix. Generosity. Wi- Thank you. Dolly, that is Zazagalore. Zazagalore, that is Dolly. That is Trending Live TV, Sing Vlog 13. Okay, so generosity, which lends buoyancy to the matrix. Generosity works by fostering, giving, and enabling us to lighten up. As we become less and dense, we find it easier to move to a new level of consciousness. Generosity promotes our ability to move upward and outward. Stimulously, this is vital to our ascension experience, which by its nature involves moving both above and beyond our current level of consciousness. As we give, we let go. We release and we become more buoyant, no longer retaining or holding on. We gracefully ascend and transcend, and our relationship with the world is transformed. Generosity is the spirit of giving. Expansive is nature. Generosity moves through the heart. It involves being ready and willing to give, to extend, to reach out. There is no stinginess, no hoarding, no withholding, no animosity of the spirit. Generosity is about opening up, letting the life force move from the deepest regions of the innermost self through your heart and out into life. It can feel like a breaking open. It can feel like a breaking open or a breaking free as the pulse of life moves through the heart is transfigured. Hard-heartedness dissolves frost throws and tight pathways open wherever we are on the continent of generosity. Whether our hearts are shut down, are wide open and free, the act of giving transforms us. We can progress to our next step. Giving is natural. It is the base of our constitution. We see this even in our breathing patterns. As we exhale, we are giving. Every exhale is followed by inhale, corresponding to receiving. What initiates this rhythm is giving. It always precedes receiving. As we give, we make more within to receive. We cannot receive, we are full to the brim. As we initiate the arithmetic pattern of giving and receiving, we enter transformational relationship with the flow of life. Notice how giving affects your sense of gravity, your boundness to the earth. It lightens you. You feel fear. You feel freer, less burdened. It's as if you've been hovering, barely aborn, in a hot air balloon. In a hot air balloon, with each act of giving, you release one of many sandbags that keep you from soaring. Actually, giving makes the difference. Originally, the idea of generosity was tied to nobility, high social rank. Or hold on, give me a moment. What's the matter? Come here. Here they go peeping. You wanna go outside? Hmm? All right. I'm sorry. I, all right. So where was our? All right. Here we go. All right. As we initiate the rhythmic pattern of giving and receiving. Oh, wait, I already read that. Less burden is like air balloon. Okay. Originally, hot air balloon. With each act of giving, you release one of many sandbags that keep you from soaring. Actually, giving makes the difference. Originally, the idea of generosity was tied to nobility, high social rank, our status in society, and its application here. This makes a great deal of sense. To be generous, we must experience ourselves to be noble lineage. In this case, spiritual lineage are sacred roots. We must know ourselves to be people with something to offer, people who have more than enough of something of value. The offered item can be any of number of things: money, kindness, a good sense of humor, as we recognize that we have something to share and are willing to give, we enter into a dimension of consciousness very similar to those who consider themselves nobility. We have a sense of entitlement that is true and positive. Equality is one of the values of our age. We like to think that we are equal and we have access to the same resources in some many ways. Though this is not true, we do not all have the same athletic talent, financial resources, mathematical ability, or social acumen. What is exactly the same for each and every one of us? However, it is we have the same oneness with life. We all have the same spiritual connection, the same essential relationship with divine. We do not allow the same awareness of it, but we are all direct descendants of the divine. Part of the flow of wait, part of the flow of the life stop. Part of the flow of life that is infinite and eternal. This is our shared noble ancestry, our spiritual lineage. The greater our awareness of this, the easier is to give and give freely. As we become able to comprehend ourselves as people who have something to offer in any given moment, as we need to touch back again on judgment because we want to be clearer about what enables us to actually step forward and make our contributions. There are two sides of judgment, that of self and that of others. If we are have negative perceptions about others who seem to know they have much to give, if we doubt the motives of those who are very generous with their resources, we think others aren't giving we think others aren't giving proponent to their ample means. We are setting ourselves up for perilous. We will not be able to be generous if we have negative judgments about other givers. Why would we let ourselves be included in a group that is not merited our approval? Perhaps we think people who are foolish or that they are pushovers. The possibilities of com- condemnation are many. Our opportunity is to exercise the absolute judge not. It is helpful to instead consider that it is good to give. The sharing is to a positive act, that others benefit from giving, that they may be transformed by their giving. As we cultivate an understanding of these beneficial effects, we will find generosity appealing, enticing us to take action in that direction. Inner and outer aspects of generosity. Hey, I bring it every day. As we absorb continually the Akashic records, just as with everything else present on this earth, generosity has both inner and outer aspects, physical, material life, and is an expression of internal, invisible consciousness. As we explore our inner Tehran, our earthly life adjusts to reflect our evolving awareness. This is occurring both at the level of the individual and the whole of humanity. All progress exploring outer space, increasing knowledge in science and medicine, developing instantaneous communication and other advancements is representatives of our expanding consciousness awareness. Even our understanding that the earth is round was a natural result of our expanding inner awareness. During our time, as we are realizing our oneness with everyone on the planet and all life, we are see old national identities begin to dissolve and technologies that support global communication emerge. This transition enables us to live our everyday lives from the truth, from oneness with all that is. When it comes to generosity, our ideal is to our ideal is that our external act of giving is to get direct expression of our internal values. Our entire healing process supports the collapse of the gap between the innermost self and expansion into the life. In the ascension phase of our progression, we are positioned to transform an expression into in the world around us. And one dimension of this is to let generosity flow from inner world to the outer. As I mentioned earlier, giving always requires action in the world, and truly very few of us are called to a life of silent reflection and prayer. Practically, I hear you, particularly at the same time in history, this is a time to act, to work in the world. When this action is a direct expression of our truth and values, the giving itself is satisfying. No matter destiny. Destiny. She went outside. She went in the front room. My mother gonna keep my behind and she pees on her wood. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's about. I grab the water. Mama's done, y'all. Sorry about that. That's my little destiny. Destiny. One is that all that is. When it comes to generosity, let's see, did I read this already? Here we go. As I mentioned earlier, giving always requires action in the world, and truly very few of us are called to a life of silent reflection and prayer, particularly at this time in history. This is time to act, to work in the world. I know I read this already, but I'm rereading it. When this action is a direct when this action is a direct expression of our truth and values, the giving itself is satisfying, no matter how the recipient responds. We can call this authentic giving. When we give from our innermost self, our gift is always well received. The beneficiary experiences not only the action or the material object, but the accompanying energy. Fascinating. When there is a disconnect between our innermost self and the action we take, giving is rarely satisfying, and we can call this disconnected giving. The experience is frustrating, as we are often misunderstood by the recipient. Our original intention and primary focus can be dilated or even lost in the process. The recipient is then presented with an action corrupted by confusion, emotional energy, or a material object with an absence of energy or hollowness. This is what happens when we receive a gift that is not right to us, that may even seem inappropriate. It's an indication that the giver and the recipient are disconnected in a similar way as we would not be engaged. with someone who is not in harmony with our inner state. The situation presents us with an opportunity to wake up and examine where we may have a similar challenge. Once we have resolved this, our giving and receiving from others adjust to reflect our new level of inner awareness. Giving with an agenda. No, alright. Now I know why I bought paper books, paperback books. I don't gotta deal with this. But these are so much prettier. That's why I get hardcover. All right, giving with an agenda. Hey, I bring it every day. Okay, so giving with an agenda is the next chapter. I already read gratitude, grace, and we are on giving, generosity. The last three main goals. You can find all this in the playlist. And you can find how to read the Akashic Records, the Orange Book, and a playlist. I showed them all in the beginning of this live. Okay, so all too often, giving is used as a bargaining chip. We give to get something in return. This is always a recipe for disaster. It is not a good idea and it does not work. Giving conditionally in this way is an insulting form of control. We give because it makes us feel superior to others and because we think we know their destinies better than they do. This type of giving becomes a way to accumulate power over people, which is no which is no use in developing relationships with dignity. We also want to be careful that our actions on others' behalf are not based on feeling sorry for them. Pity is not supportive. It suggests that we do not believe others have the same life force available to them, that we have more and are superior as a result. Visible, invisible, blended gifts. The records teach us that there are three kinds of authentic gifts: the visible, invisible, and a blend of two. Energies are characteristics such as love and kindness, and qualities like patience, respect, and sensitivity are in the invisible group. Visible gifts are physical or have material outcomes that can be present wrapped that could be presents wrapped in a bow, financial support, or an action such as helping with any kind of task, cooking, babysitting, or building a house. Then there's a third category of gifts that combines both: the gifts of time spent with some spent with someone simply for its own sake, companionship, support, engagement. There may not be a particular task involved, but there is a blend of the energy, a presence of the action of being physically available. Reaper! What's up, Reaper? I'm good. How you doing, sir? I was watching your live. I heard you say I hope Buddha's good. Prayers to Buddha. Yeah, I'm good, sir. Don't worry. I, this just swells up sometimes, but it's all right. You eating your food? What you eating? All right, so energies. Da, da, da. Okay, physical. All right. So enjoy your food, Reaper. It's probably eating a big burrito or Jack in the Box. junk food again. There is a continuum of giving. On one end, we give energy, positive feelings, and qualities such as kindness and respect. At the other end of the spectrum are tangibles, actions, and necessary things. When we are consciously connected to our innermost self and allow our most precious inner resources to move out from that place into life, we will find ourselves giving a blend of both. This is optimal giving, where we are able to extend the best of who we are to others. And I would like to take a moment and tell everybody that the Reaper is going to do 2,000 burpees, 2,000 burpees for his 2,000 subscribers, trending for his 2,000 subs. He's very close, trending. He's 1.80. Well, I got him all the way to, let's see. He's 1.81K. So everybody who's not connected to him in this live, please connect to him. And I gotta change my number to open more accounts and start connecting to him to get him to 2,000. Yes, I'm the one who got you to 1.81. I've been connecting accounts. Me and Trendy been connecting accounts and sending people. So Reaper, get ready. Te carajo, I gotta do burpees Christmas. I was gonna do them in January when I come back from break. So I'm gonna try to do them on the 31st with Jordan. I'm gonna try. I told him already. I'm gonna try because I'm gonna be at the EE system with my mother. I don't know when I'll be back. So that's my basically getaway. Yeah, 2,000. He does 2,000. I'm gonna I can jump in with you. I was gonna do 1,000 this morning too, but then Trini went live on TikTok. Lord help me. All right, so back to this. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay. So please help him get to 2,000, everybody. Please spread the word. Spread the word. Love, love. Spread the word. Positive vibes. Love and light. We are compassionate, supportive, understanding. We easily find ways to act in accordance with those traits. And we are able to locate needed material things that represent the that represent the condition of our consciousness. It becomes second nature to notice the needs of others as opportunities to be supportive and take generous action. Withholding ceases to be an option. It doesn't feel good to hold back love, support, kindness, to be the mateful things we have or can be that would be beneficial to another. Though our work in the records, we learn that it is impossible to give too much. If you feel you are giving too much, this is a signal to you are giving not to you, that you are not giving what the other really needs, that you are not giving from the deepest part of yourself, or that the thing, time, money, stuff, active assistance you are giving is not the best expression of the true desire to share. Dig deeper, go within, ask what others need, and then give courageously and completely. On giving and receiving is the next paragraph. It may seem that we're it may seem that we are a bit oh no, my male lady. It may seem that we are a bit out of balance, focused on unbridled giving with little attention to receiving, but the wisdom of the records tell us otherwise. This is where the whole of the ascension matrix becomes important. Considering the three components: gratitude, grace, and generosity, we see that there is an active cyclic relationship. As interaction among them takes place, there is harmony of giving and receiving, receiving and giving that will be enable transformation in our relationships and with everyday living in the world and of these parts of its own. It's valuable, but if we concentrate one and exclude the others, we create imbalance in our lives. Together, gratitude, grace, and generosity produce a condition of transcendence in which we can live as responsible, happy contributors experiencing the blessings of human experience. Giving and receiving are actually two sides of the same coin. As we give, we have more room to receive. As we receive, we have more room to give. Awareness of what we give is cultivated through the practices of both gratitude, namaste, and generosity, which then amplify what we have to give and receive. The cycle is beautiful to behold. It is when you reach that state. Continuous giving enables us to maintain this ongoing transformation. If you have been taken, if you have been a taker and you shift toward being a giver, you have found the best possible insurance policy for a greater well being. Move from giving a little to giving the best of who you are catapults. You are into the dimension of radical love and freedom. This will happen the moment by moment. As the grace, generous giving occurs in the now, the question that will fuel your journey from being stuck to experiencing liberation and joy is what can I give now? We want to enter into this dance of giving and receiving whenever we can. Ideally, we do not judge where we are. On the continuum, we just jump in whenever we can. If we find the being generous is not helpful at the moment, try being grateful for what we have. Are asked to become aware of the presence of grace. Thank, thank any opening. They're all work together. Let's be realistic. This is part of giving and receiving, especially about reciprocity. It is unusual to receive from those to whom we give. Our relationship with children illustrates this point well. It is unresponsible for an adult to accept and even return on what he or she gives to a child. The flow in this situation is naturally from adult to child. At some point, the child will certainly be capable of giving talents, time, and gifts to others. This is all part of the cycle, which is constantly moving. We simply need to be in the flow, giving and receiving, knowing each role is vital. Everyone has something to give, and everyone has something to capacity to receive. From the standpoint of the Akashic records to the specifics of the who receives what, whom are unimportant, if it is by engaging in the actions of giving and receiving that we discover the value of our participation in life, who we are, what we have to offer, and how to appreciate the blessings of our existence. On ultimately, we give because we are compelled to do so. An obvious quality of spiritually mature people is that they are generous. They share what they have and are helpful most of the time. They trust that they will get what they need, and they look out for the well being of those they love. Yeah. Their giving dignifies others. Look for those qualities of light in yourself and others: goodness, kindness, compassion, patience, understanding, joy, and generosity. When you have a sense of light within you, you simply cannot resist your urge to give. Focus your attention and your intuition on the matrix, and you will inevitably become the amazing person you have always hoped to be. I will conclude our discussion of generosity with a final point: the nowness of grace supports our ability to identify appropriate giving. Grace enables us to discern our patterns of giving, illuminating the nourishing consequences of true giving and the exhaustion that results from giving. What we do really have to someone who does not really want it, grace guides us in knowing what is honorably and true in the moment. Akashic Reflections. Open your records. 1. Ask your masters and teachers and loved ones, what are the possibilities for my personal transformation through giving? Close your eyes, be in a quiet place, and be still and wait for a moment for the answer to come. Stop thinking. Don't think. Be still. Let them flow. Okay? Then you ask. Ask of your masters, teachers, and loved ones, what are the possibilities of my personal transformations through giving? And you wait. Okay? Close it when you're done, close your records. Number 2, open records. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to show you how you can open yourself to receive more easily. Watch what happens as you receive more. How does this impact your relationships with others? How does this affect your participation in the world? What happens to your sense of personal well being as you receive more, as your masters, teachers, and loved ones to illustrate for your how for you how receiving activates your willingness and ability to give. Ask them to support you in recognizing what becomes possible when you receive what others have to offer. What is the best, what is both possible for you and possible for your relationships. When you're done, then you close your records. You go 1, be still, be silent. When you're done, 2, then be still, be silent. 3, be still, be silent, wait for the answer. 4, be still silent. When you're done, close your records. Very important to close the records. Oh shit, this has another chapter. Shit, I've been live for 2 hours now. Okay, then let's continue with the records. Continuing with the records. Right there. Okay, so that's the records. Join your masters, teachers, and loved ones and inquire about how generous acts truly make you lighter. Some provide a powerful surge and buoyancy, while others offer less. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to help identify what will give you the most powerful lift. Find out what has lesser no impact. Notice that. Notice what you are ready, willing, and able to give in your life today, and then give it. Close your records. Open your records. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to help you become more comfortable with that sense of freedom, that uplifting, soaring feeling that results from your generosity. Ask them to support and recognizing others who share your level of generosity. Close your records. Homework. Look within now, in this moment, and see what you can give, both in qualities and actions. Then go ahead. Give. After you have been given, you will find yourself in a new moment. Look and see what you can give now. Give. Come back to this homework again and again. Find what you have to offer and give it. Feel your life becoming lighter, less burdenship, and enjoy. Last chapter, engaging the ascension of the matrix. Thank you, Trendon. Man, I thought this was like a couple of chapters. Thank you, Trendon. I appreciate it. Engaging the ascension matrix. Chapter 13. The end of the book. Let me make sure. I have an 8. Boy, yep. I have to cook. Alright. Somewhere inside you, you have always known that your life can be joyous and your contribution to your world significant. The Ascension Matrix offers a proven merchant. Oh, sorry. The Ascension Matrix offers a proven mechanism for you to realize the hopes and dreams you've held inside. It will provide you with a strategy to make a difference for yourself and for the good of all. Wow, yeah, it is. Whenever you feel disconnected from the joy of living, whenever you feel stuck or powerless, pause for a moment and activate your matrix. Activate it. You can do this within your records or outside of them. It works under either condition. Remember, that set you have 3 ways to set the matrix in motion. Ask for help in knowing which of the 3 to contact first. Gratitude, the matrix source of momentum, is a great place to start. Ask yourself, if I felt grateful, what would I be grateful for? It only takes a bit of gratitude to activate your matrix. Think of family and your friends. Think of your life. Think of the air. Think of what's around you. Think of the roof over your head. What is the one characteristic of a family member you appreciate? Take a deep breath and feel yourself standing solidly on the floor. And thank you. Thank you, Reaper. Oh no, I gotta go. Wait. Oh, well, how come Channing don't got a heart? Reaper got a heart. Alright. Oh, I think Reaper sent a super chat. Alright. Let me hit the thumbs up. Yeah, can I hit thumbs? No, I don't think I can. Alright. I hit the heart. I try to I guess it gives me a heart, that's why I can't hit the thumbs. Alright, so let's go. Alright. What is there about your body that you can be thankful for? Scan the room you're in and note any objects you appreciate because they are useful, are beautiful. Look out the window. Or better still, take a walk. Are the birds singing? Breezes wafting? Are there children riding cycles or playing in the snow? What is there in your environment that could delight you? If you gave it a chance, turn your attention toward it, whether it's a small detail. All right. Have a wonderful, beautiful day at work, Reaper. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so where was I? Turn your attention toward it, whether it's a small detail. You could take a note of something so pleasing it makes you smile. Be thankful for your experience a lot or a little, and you will set the matrix humming. If it seems that the experience of gratitude is beyond reach just now, move on to generosity, which gives Beyonce to the matrix. You can always find a way to give. Ask yourself, what can I give now? Ask, what can I give now? What can you give? Hey, Fuku Mama. Anybody that connects to the Reaper, help him get 2,000, he gonna do 2,000 burpees. Okay, you can always find a way to give. Ask yourself, what can I give now? Don't be too concerned with what it is or how much. Just give whatever you can in this moment. Would a friend like to hear from you on the phone? Would your son or daughter like to go to the park? Would a spouse enjoy encouraging email? Can you donate a few dollars to cause you to care about? Do you know someone who would appreciate a bouquet of flowers? Not me. Giving anything at all time, money, material items will lift you up and kickstart the matrix. I don't like bouquet flowers. I don't like flowers. That was something that I always like when I want to date. I was like, don't bring me flowers, don't bring flowers. No, no, don't try to present me flowers. I don't like flowers. I'm gonna throw them at you. Okay, so sometimes in the midst of the difficulty, you can register a sense of grace. The catalyst of the matrix, it might be just faint, inkling that something has arrived in your life to assist you, a presence or a force, perhaps a strong sense of powerful and benevolent, perhaps a strong sense of powerful or benevolence energy sweeps through you, taking you by surprise. You will know it when you see and feel it. Behold grace and know the matrix is fully engaged. Good night, Dolly. Any one of these three qualities will activate your ascension of matrix. Direct your focus to one of them and see where it takes you. Go with it as you do. You are sure to move beyond and arise above the entanglements you face. You will find yourself participating and not being burdened. You will be free to take any action that makes you happy as you do. Your very happiness itself will be blessing to everyone around you. From the new altitude attained, observe yourself, your everyday life, your community, your world. What contribution can you make that would thrill and inspire you? Now free of complications, you will more clearly see what you can do to make the difference you have been hoping for in your world. Understanding that the Ascension Matrix is there for you and knowing how to use it, you become the generous giver you naturally are. You bring forth your powerful ideas for making your world, your home, better than before. As one of the sole group of humans of the earth at this time, who knows that personal healing is not for you alone, that it has a greater purpose to free you to be useful, effective instrument of the divine for transforming all of humanity's quality of life, rising through and above all problems of your human life. You become part of the solution, and every life you touch is blessed, more liberal in the use of your matrix. Activating it causes two things to happen. You will become liberated from unnecessary burdens, and you will become free to act on your own inspiration that lives within your heart. You will discover a profound sense of satisfaction. You will come to know an inner peace that is the result of participating and contributing to life the best of your ability at any given moment. You will live your ordinary life. You will live your ordinary life in extraordinary ways. Being here, start now. The matrix will wear into your motion, and moment by moment, you will lift you ever upward toward. It will lift you ever upward toward the high, lofty places right where you belong by the source, the true source, the infinite mind, the only one, creator of all, God. And then afterward, it says, before we conclude our work together, I'd like to briefly discuss the relationship between spiritual healing and the realms of physical, emotional, and mental health. I would also like to touch on spiritual health itself. Then I like to take one last look at our healing protocol before I send you on your way. The health effects of spiritual healing. When I first started working in the Akashic records, I had the idea that if I could just correctly manage the energy I found there, I would be relieved of the aches and pains. This has not proven to be a case. While I have enjoyed the gift of tremendous change and have been seen by students and experienced such gifts as well, the actual outcomes of the work is truly amazing. And I'm not going to read her afterward speech. I'm going to tell you my experience. Okay? I read How to Read Your Akashic Records. After reading that, I read this Healing. Healing through the Akashic Records. Using power of your sacred wounds to discover your soul perfection. And I did that because I had a lot of issues with my blood brother. I had to cut him off because that was it. He crossed the line. And that's why I stopped reading this. If you look a year ago, it happened. After that, I've been working on myself. And lately, I've been working with different frequencies, sounds, and it makes me happy. Handpan by Malti Martin. I'll write his name. It's fun. Um, what is it? Ma, ma, Malte. I'm gonna give y'all one of his songs because I gave one of the songs to in the GC to Voms, Latanya, and Trending, you know, and this is that I'm gonna give you guys. It's by Malte Martin, and that's what I'm investing in buying a handpan. And I'm also I found my sole purpose. I've always wanted to heal humanity. I've always asked, how can I heal humanity? I always wondered. And the grace of God, through all the trials I've been through, all the tribulations, all the health issues, I almost died at 25. Then I almost died again in 2018. I think I was 35. I almost died at 25, almost died at 35. You know, yeah. But that, yes, almost died at 34, 34, 35. So through all the pills and everything, I learned that I have to live what I have. I have to live. Just me laying in bed, dealing with pain, not doing anything, it's not gonna help. I gotta get myself up. I gotta do qigong. I gotta let the energy flow. I gotta be in the divine. I gotta be in nature. I gotta go outside. And I gotta enjoy cooking. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy giving to others. And like I said, I can only get when I gotta when I have to I can get. But when I'm in debt, when I'm in bills, I can't. You know, I do what I can. And it's not like I work. That's why I'm going back to college because I really want to get the EV system, which is about $150,000 or 200,000. So I found myself. I'll just go out to school, finish one class, graduate, and then I'm gonna go into spirituality because I want to grow and learn more with spiritual, and that is my father's work. He's able to help people cross over to heaven. He saw unalive people. He can communicate with them, and many people say I have higher gifts. I'm higher level than him, and my uncle, his son, is higher than him. My uncle is also could see when he was 5 years old, just like my father. My father would drink and drink to block it out. My uncle, he learned to accept it. Like me, I accept my friend passed away on my back, okay? I know I told you guys many times before. I'll tell you guys that are in the chat and who are rewatching this because you guys need to understand this, okay? Healing through the Akashic records. You need to heal your wounds. Heal all your wounds. Cut ties. Let go. I'm listening to this Spanish music in my ears. Let me put on pause. Listen. No matter what in life, all right. I've went through many deaths in my time. I went through losing my two cousins back to back, losing my uncle back to back, losing my friend back to back, losing my other friend back to back, then losing my ex, which was like my friend, but that's my ex. And we were together for 8.5 years. Through all the ups and downs and everything, I can say that yes, they had a lot of demons. They were not spiritual at all. They it's too much. That's why it always always brought me down. It always blocked me from anything because I was always like about this like thug life and everything with with my other side part of the family and stuff and gangs and stuff. No, this is what I want to do. This right here. My soul purpose, I found my soul purpose, okay? Y'all need to read this, alright? My next book, I'm gonna show y'all. Like I said, the hardest death to ever hit me was my father. Losing my father was the hardest death. Okay, not my ex. My ex I thought was the hardest. That's the next book I'm gonna read. But my ex I thought was the hardest. Like they said, you can be with a person for so long and deal with a whole bunch of nonsense for so long, but when the energies don't connect and don't intertwine like Angel told me, like they all intertwine and they're half out, then you're gonna be stuck. You're not gonna be fully compatible spiritually. You're not gonna be connected. You gotta be connected with one, and that's what it's all about. But my goal is, I'm focusing right now on loving light, giving, helping others, and the best I can, and going to the EE system and doing sound therapy, doing that. Wearing, I want to show you this. My mom ordered two of these. It is the cellulite. It is charged with the EE system. It blocks 5G, 5G, any towers, any radiation, anything. It blocks it automatically. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying. These are like implanted in my sports bra because these, if it hits the floor, they will break, and these are like $100. Right, this is your heart chakra. This is the heart chakra. We all know what the heart chakra is, right? Okay, this is my lapidus. I love blue. I've always loved blue. Navy blue, sky blue, royal blue has always been my favorite color. At 25, I got hit by 18 wheeler in my 1995 Chevy Navy Blue Silverado, dropped on Dayton's. And yeah, so I love blue. Mm. And I got these, and this, what it does, it blocks off people's like negative energy and stuff like that, and it helps me stay in tune into the light and in tune with my goals and everything, and in tune with my spirituality. So anyone who is like depressed, feeling down, or anything, I will tell you from experience, yo, this is the book to read. Okay? I had to cut off my own blood brother. My own blood brother. I had to cut him off. I don't even talk to him anymore. My father died in 2015. And then I talked to him. I barely talked to him. I talked to his daughter. I took care of his daughter all the way to 2020. Then when they tried to unalive my mother, that's when I flipped, and then I cut my brother off because I don't play. That's my last living parent. That's my last living parent. All you could do when that type of energy, cut it off, block it off, and you feel great. I feel great, you know. Yeah, at first I was sad, I was hurting because that's my brother. How can he choose some girl over his own family? But people do what they want. People, thank you, Angel. People do what they want, and we gotta move forward for ourselves, for our lives, ourselves, for our soul, our higher self, and ourselves, man. We have to initiate the light. Read the book, okay? Please get this book. I sent Trending this book. Trending, I don't know what she doing. She probably let it collect dust. I sent this to her like almost like, oh my god, 2021. We in 2024. How to read the Akashic records, accessing archive of the soul and its journey. Okay, that is the first book to understanding. And when I read this, I felt like I wrote it. I felt like I was reading everything that was in my mind. That's like when I read this book, when I was reading the finishing of it, like amplifies and everything. I was like, whoa. I was like laughing because I was like, whoa. I was like amplifies. I was like, hold up, because I amplify healing. I'm doing that. And then I found my soul purpose. I'm gratitude, generosity, grace. I accept everything. I accept it. All my illness. I accepted it because I have faith now. I have hope. I have belief now that the EE system is finally out. And I know the med beds are out. I know the military has them. I know they're healing people in the military. They were healing people with children and everything, but now the army has it. Now because the EE system is out, they're gonna try to tamper with the med beds so nobody can go on the med beds. So that's why it hasn't come out fully yet to people in civilization. It hasn't come out to the world yet. But the EE system has come out to the world. And I know everybody has their own beliefs. Everybody is afraid. Um I know everybody is afraid, because everybody has their own beliefs, everybody reads the Bible, but you have to understand there's 6 billion years ago, BC was God, Jesus, okay? So all of that history is not in one book. It was divided into all these different religions. The Jewish, the Kabbalah, the Quran, what the heck that is, and then the Holy Bible, Christian Bible, the Christian Catholic. It's the same thing. They all need to put the Bibles all together. The Qurans can stay over there because they worship the statues and shit. No, the ones that need to come together is the Kabbalah, the New Testament, the Old Testament, all the Bibles, okay? The Bibles that speak of God. They speak of energy. The energies within your body. What is that? The energies in your body are the chakras. So for someone to tell me that my thumbnail logo, my little icon logo, is the devil, no, that's not the devil. That's not the devil, okay? If you do your research, you will learn. You will know. You're sitting there preaching and talking about the Bible and giving classes, hey, Bonnie Rose, and everything, but they're telling me, oh, that's devil worshiping. You shouldn't have that. No, it's not devil worshiping. I have that. Root chakra? Where's the root chakra? Your root chakra is the entry of your soul. Okay? So you have to make sure you are compatible with the other person. You don't want a toxic soul entering your body. That is your root chakra. And then you have your other chakras in the stomach. Then you have your throat chakra, which is the blue one. Oh, best believe Buddha gonna speak. You have your heart chakra, okay? Heart chakra. Generosity, your grace, giving, gratitude, everything. Then the throat. Speak, okay? Speak what's on your mind. I'm about to buy the next one. Shit. I'm being more dick. I'm about to next. Promise. What's Pride? Oh, I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I thought you were talking about Pride. Pride was here. um, I know he's in the Philippines. All right, so this is throat chakra. Speak, man. Speak what's on your mind. This is the heart chakra. This is selenite. Okay, just speak what's on your mind. Next one, best believe it's gonna be the mind one. My mom has it. My mom was not here today. She's at work, but she'll be off tomorrow. So everybody, thank you so much for coming. I just wanted y'all to truly know that I've been through a lot. I've been on many medications. I've been on 28 pills in the hospital. I went from a wheelchair to a walker to learning how to walk by myself. And now I could do burpees. So I'm very proud of that. Um, and not only that, but also my first time at the Sound Bowl healing, my mom, got me to go there, and it was at the E system, the Amplify. Amplified healing. So I learned sound bowl healing. I heard it, and I'm interested. I really want to learn now, but I'm more interested and more driven and more of a calling. My soul is more to the handpan. So with the sound bowls, I'll listen to, but I listen more to the handpan. That's what it is. Finding what your soul purpose is. And I'm gonna end with that because I gotta go cook. I'm hungry. I haven't ate all day. Thank Trendy because Trendy had me on TikTok all the time. So much love to everybody. Thank you, Angel Light Over Darkness. Thank you, hashtag VON. Thank you, Bonnie Rose. Let me thank everybody. Thank you, Brother Jacob, Brother Reaper, Single Vlog 13. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Zaza Galore. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kobe J goes to Rep City supporter. Thank you, Reaper. I want to make sure I get everybody. Thank you, Dolly. I hope you're sleeping well, Dolly. Thank you so much. Let me see who else. I don't want to miss nobody. Oh, so blessed. Thank you, so blessed. Thank you, everybody that came to the live and that are gonna rewatch. Thank you so much. Thank you, Angel, for everything. Thank you, Angel. From day one has always been there for me and truly has guided me to this lightness. So if you all really, really want to know about angel numbers, go to her site. Okay? Angel type Buddha. So everybody please link up with you. Thank you, Bonnie Rose. Thank you so much. Bonnie Rose. Are you live? Cause I've been looking for you and it doesn't show me anything. So I wanted to make sure before I end. And so blessed you could type Buddha, Vom, you could type Buddha, well Vom could type VOM. Here, VOM. So blessed is two Z's, right? When you put her a one Z? Nah, she two Z's. Alright. So blessed. There we go. Thank you very much for everyone coming. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the breeze. Enjoy the cold. You see out there, it's beautiful. Oh, y'all can't see it probably because of the sun. Y'all see? Ah! Y'all don't see. Outside. Outside. Oh, shit. I broke this. Damn. A new one's coming. The stand for the laptop. I broke the little hinge on the side. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Voms. I know you have things to do. I know you're a busy woman. You can get on the road and drive safe. Be safe wherever you are. I'll see you all on the YouTube streets. And I'm sure Trini ain't going to sleep. Trini right here on the phone. She ain't going to sleep. So Bomb, I will catch you in your live later. Oh, my hand rubbed against water. I will catch y'all later in your lives. I'm gonna go to each of y'all pages. Actually, I'm gonna pull y'all up now, so I don't forget. I'll just pull y'all up now. So blessed. I can just pull you guys up. There's Vom. She's laughing. She's laughing. Channing, you don't need me to pull you up. I'm playing. All right, let's see who else. Dolly. Let me pull up Dolly because I want to make sure. Where is she? Where is she? Frugal Mama. Thank you, Frugal Mama. How can I forget Frugal Mama? You didn't remind me. Trend in. I'm trying to pull up everybody. Reaper. I remember the Reaper. I remember Jacob. I'll pull him up. After Dolly. Oh, your puppy. Uplifting messages. Oh, she does the same thing. Open your mind and heart. Amen. That's true. Open your mind and heart, and you will become oneness. When you learn to forgive, let go, accept, and have sincere gratitude, grace, it's wonderful. You have gratitude, grace, generosity, oneness. Be one with all. Thank you, Sir Yogi. And sir, just a yogi doing burpees in the basement. Thank you very much, sir. I think you're live right now. Let me pull him up. Is he live trending? Let me see. Where'd he go? So Buzz. Ah, shit, he went over here. Okay, he's live. All right, everybody. Let me drop his link because he also speaks very well on spirituality. He also reads a good book at 9 a.m. at 5 a.m. Sorry, 5 a.m. He reads a book called Miracles. He has a playlist on it, and that's him right there. You dropped it when I dropped it, so that's it right there. I'll replace the handpan music with Yogi. Everybody have a wonderful, beautiful day. Yes, open minded and forgiveness, and fight the fight with Vom. Keep the fight with fight. All right, everybody, fight the fight with bombs. Fight the fight with bombs. Namaste.